Hello everybody and welcome back to Movies with Mia. If you're new to the channel, hi! I'm Mia Tiffany and here we are watching the greatest classic films throughout history. Today we are going to be watching the film Don't Bother to Knock. Before we get started, I would like to shout out my Golden Oscar patrons. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. And if you're interested in exclusive MWM content, then please check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. If you're not quite interested in becoming a patron, however you still want to support the channel, why not consider buying a movie ticket? Currently, all movie ticket donations are being used not only to support the channel, but also our editor, Zach. So if that's something that you are willing to support, then please head on over to www.buymeacoffee.com/Mia Tiffany. And I have provided that link down in the description box below. And as always, I'd like to give a special shout out to our editor, Zach. He has been so helpful in getting these films edited and to you guys. So please, if you have a moment, give him some love, give him some support. I have provided his social media and his YouTube channel, Zank Films, down in the description box. Thank you so much, Zach. Don't Bother to Knock was released in 1952, directed by Roy Ward Baker, starring Richard Widmark, Marilyn Monroe, and Anne Bancroft, with other notable performances by Donna Corcoran, Jeanne Cagney, Lorene Tootle, Elisha Cook Jr., Jim Backus, and Verna Felton. Alright guys, at this point we are going to get into some historical background. For those of you who want to jump right onto the film reaction, go for it. But for those of you who want to stay, we're going to get right into it. Don't Bother to Knock was an adaptation of Charlotte Armstrong's 1951 crime novel titled Mischief. Now, I couldn't find much information on how this novel was adapted into a film, but somehow 20th Century Fox got its hands on the film rights. At this time, Marilyn Monroe was also an up-and-coming actress for 20th Century Fox. It was also during this time that she had a bit of controversy come out. So back in 1949, during a particularly rough patch in her career, she had posed for nude photos for, I believe, Playboy magazine, but I don't remember which magazine. And unfortunately, they had resurfaced. Daryl Zanuck, who was 20th Century Fox's studio head, was somewhat embarrassed not only by her salacious reputation, but also her notorious reputation for being difficult on set. But she did have a lot of favor with his bosses, so he was obliged to cast her in a starring role, this being her first. Now, another creative making his debut on this picture was director Roy Ward Baker. Zanuck was impressed with the British director's work. Most recently, at that point, he had done a lot of documentaries during his service in World War II. And so, Zanuck decided to bring him onto this project. Now, the film would go on to receive a lot of polarizing reviews. Some praised the performances of the actors, others panning the film for its lack of vision. Alright guys, now on to some interesting facts. For all involved in Don't Bother to Knock, it was pretty apparent that a lot of the roughness of the production was in part due to Marilyn Monroe's notorious set reputation. Baker felt that Monroe was seriously miscast for this film and grew increasingly frustrated with her constant tardiness and insecurities. This frustration was shared amongst all of the cast and crew members. The production manager on the set of this film felt that if Marilyn were to continue causing delays, that the already low-budgeted film would be grossly over-budgeted. Baker would later reveal that the movie needed to be pieced together, saying, quote, "There could be no such thing as a master scene. Single lines and reactions were taken from several takes." Now, despite the film missing the mark, many of the actors actually experienced a lot of success after doing this film. For instance, Richard Widmark would break his typecasted villainous roles to play a more comedic role in the film My Pal Gus. Anne Bancroft, much later in her career, would eventually win an Oscar for her work in The Miracle Worker in 1963. And Marilyn would strike Hollywood gold with her subsequent films, such as Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire, which we have seen both on the channel if you're interested. With that being said, this is my first time watching Don't Don't Bother to Knock, and I'm very excited to get into it. But before we do, guys, y'all know the deal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay in the loop. Alright everyone, it is time to grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's get into Don't Bother to Knock. It was completely unintentional too that I got 2 movies back to back that have Anne Bancroft in it. It was totally unintentional.
You're expecting the fella, aren't you?
You tell me.
Oh, sure.
Oh my god, she's so young here.
He ought to be in the city now if he had a tailwind.
He had a tailwind.
Ever been wrong, Joe? I wrote him a letter. I invited him not to see me anymore.
I thought he was something pretty special.
I just wanted to say the acting between like The Graduate and this film is so vastly different. Obviously they're in different decades. This one was first, then The Graduate, but it's so vastly different and I just love it.
I like almost everything about him.
Except what?
Except me, I guess.
Everything about him except me.
I like New York in June. How about you?
Oh, she's a singer? Probably like a dub over. Yeah, probably.
I like a Gershwin. How about you?
Is that like a radio in the wall? Or like a speaker in the wall? That's kind of cool.
Give me a thrill holding.
Dear Jed, I've reached the conclusion painfully enough that this is the end of the line for us. Okay, so it's a breakup letter. He rips it up. He's like, ain't no breaking up. Oh my god, it's Rookie! From, I don't even remember.
How high do we go?
Oh, yeah. 8. I heard these people talking going up in the elevator. Somebody to look after the little girl, they said. How about my niece?
I'm very grateful to you, Eddie. I never wanted a job.
Oh my god, there she is, Miss Monroe. She's like entrancing. It's amazing.
You know, there's a lot of kids staying in this hotel. We could run this thing into a regular thing. You think you'd want that now?
I suppose so.
It's like the camera just captures her and she's just, oh my god, it's amazing.
Hello again, Eddie. Good evening, Miss Forbes. My niece, Nell Forbes.
How do you do, Miss Forbes? So nice of you to come on such short notice.
Oh, it's nothing, Mrs. Jones. I'm very happy to do it.
So she's like a nanny of sorts. I got it.
Now that's Bunny's room. After you put her to bed, you can leave the door ajar and then just stay right in here.
Good night, honey bun. Make a good speech, Daddy.
Calm down.
She's playing this character so like reserved. Does she have a secret? I feel like she has a secret or something.
You just checked in a little while ago, sir?
That's right.
Everything going all right, sir? Everything okay? Everything's fine.
Seems friendly. He has a weird energy staving off of him.
When the whole wide world is mine. Oh, I'm a rolling stone.
She's like, Jed, I told you, I don't want to be with you anymore.
The cage and the nightingale disappeared, and the lovely girl stood in their place.
You didn't read very long.
It wasn't a very long story. I think your mother's glad we went to sleep now.
She's like, can you read me another, please? Whatever happened to being read bedtime stories? I miss that.
The city's bustle can
Oh, she said she never eats candy. Why is she eating candy?
I like that last song. You give your singing a lot of, character.
It was a good song. It really was.
Like your letters.
Jed, I asked you not to come.
I'm cynical about letters. I never believe what they say. I read them, tear them up, and forget them.
I feel like he has like a really like strong energy. Kind of overpowering, I guess. He's like coming on really strong.
After the last time, after you left, I took a long look at you, and I decided so far, no good.
There's something about her that like she doesn't seem like she's a person that gets really like angry and irate and mad, and maybe that's just her characters from what I've seen, and I really love that. At least in these 2 characters that I've seen her in.
You know, I met a girl right here at this bar 6 months ago. I said, look, I believe in a drink, a kiss, and a laugh. Fine, she said.
I still like to laugh, but not at myself.
She's like, I will not be made a fool of. I understand that. Oh, I hope she's not like a kleptomaniac. Maybe she's just trying on the jewelry, which would be a little weird walking into, but I guess it's fine. She's crying. I do love how all of this is done in nonverbals. It's just all of the... She's speaking to the audience without speaking to them.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Find yourself another girl.
Or find a wedding ring?
Who was talking about marriage.
Weren't you?
No, it's just the point. I wouldn't want to marry you. It's something to do with the way you are.
She just wants to be done with him. Wow.
What's the reason?
The way you treat people, the way you think about them, and you lack something that I ask for in a man, an understanding heart.
I like the fact that she broke up with him not because he wouldn't marry her, but because she wasn't satisfied with the way that he treated others. He has no compassion for other people. And I like that. I like that that was the reason why she was like, no, I don't want this anymore.
I hope the liquor was satisfactory, sir.
Say, do you double as manager of this hotel? You're lucky to have such a steady job.
I feel bad for him though, but maybe he just needs to have more of a compassionate heart, you know? And then people might like him more. It's Marilyn, or Nels. Was it Nell or Nels?
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye. My God, the music is like making me sleepy. It's so relaxing.
Hello, you the girl in 809? Are you doing anything you couldn't be doing better with somebody else?
I guess I'll have to hang up.
I'll come over and we'll spin a few stories. How about it?
I'm good. Really forward.
There's somebody at the door. I'm going to hang up now.
It's me, Nell.
Oh,
Eddie.
it's-
That's no way, Nell. You want these folks to pay you, don't you?
I just wanted to see how they'd look on me for a few minutes.
The little girl go to sleep okay?
She'll be quiet.
Why did she say it like that?
These people are married. That's what you have to be.
You're still mooning about that guy. Guys get killed, that's all.
That's why she was crying. Pilot maybe in the war?
Why not? Another fella could pop up anytime. A real nice fella, you'll see. Maybe tomorrow or next week.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Hadn't you better get back?
Get out of those things, will you, like a good girl, Nell?
Yeah, take him off. Come on, and check on the child. Maybe check on the kid too, because I feel like something doesn't feel right. Something just seems slightly off.
Yes.
Does that mean come on over?
If you like.
2 minutes.
Oh my God, no! Things about to go down, okay? And I'm not looking forward to it. There's a child in the room.
Do you ever take 2 called strikes and hit a home run?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you can never really tell on a phone, you know. You might have been a droopy-looking job.
He's like, you're a total knockout. She's the world's worst nanny, okay? Seriously.
You came over to flirt, didn't you?
Well, I guess that was the general idea.
I don't mind, as long as you're not grouchy upon it.
Oh, I'm never grouchy.
Oh my God, her eyes. She's like just everything. How does she do it, man?
And what's his name, and where's my hat?
They belong to my sister's husband. He's out of town, and I'm staying here with her.
All right, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm cynical.
Sometimes. That's all you've been in this movie.
What do you do in life? I mean, your occupation.
I fly a fat cat between here and Chicago.
He's a
I'm
pilot.
serious.
So am I.
You're a pilot? And she lost a pilot.
Did you fly a bomber during the war?
Who didn't?
You came home and you'd lost step.
Yeah, something like that.
You crashed in the water.
Water and
in the
land.
ocean in 46 on the way to Hawaii. But you weren't killed. You were only lost.
Hay caught fire.
You
I
were
had the ditch.
rescued.
Ooh, she's whoa. It's like I see she's conflating reality and fantasy. Oh my. Is she okay? Does she need some time? That's not your pilot, honey. That's not your pilot.
I'm Bunny. Who are you?
I'm the electrician. I came to fix a fuse.
I don't believe you. You came to steal my mother's things.
Stop talking like that.
You're only supposed to be minding me.
Well, roll me over. So that's it.
Oh no. Nell, she's not getting paid. She's not getting paid.
It's only a little after 9. They won't be home till late.
You know, you're a gal with a lot of variations.
If you go, then none of it can be true.
She's trying to conflate reality with whatever. Oh my God.
A month ago, I came here on a bus from Oregon at night on the highway, and I got this job tonight, and this was hanging up. And the earrings. I was going to put them back.
I'm trying to understand her character, man. I don't get it. What exactly does she want right now? Like a life that she's never had? The man that was taken away from her?
Well, she's not going to stop.
What are you doing?
Bunny? Come on in, Bunny. Come on, don't be scared. It's all right, I won't hurt you. Come on.
So I feel like there is some sort of hope for his character. Like maybe he can grow into having more compassion for other people. I don't know. I could see it.
You know, you scared me, too.
You're not the electrician.
No, I was joking. I'm a friend of Nell's. I just dropped by for a minute.
Would you like a drink of water? You wouldn't want me to read you another story, would you?
She's like, I just want my parents. She has hiccups from crying.
I want to see the people. What's he doing?
He's reading a paper.
Down there, there's a man and a woman.
No.
You won't cry anymore, will you?
What is she doing? No screens? Just... Did you try and push her?
I wasn't gonna fall.
Sure. I know you weren't, honey. I'm sorry I scared you again.
You didn't scare me.
What were people freaking drinking in the 50s, man? What was with all the unsafety measures? I don't know, Nell. You look like you wanted to push her out the window for whatever reason. I have no idea why. What would you have gained from that, you know? Jail time?
It's wicked to come between people. Do you have a doll at home?
Yes.
What if it cried and pestered and spied on you? You'd want to get rid of it, wouldn't you?
Oh my god, she looks so scared.
You turn over and go to sleep. Don't utter one sound. Then we'll all live happily ever after. You and Josephine and me.
Maybe Nell needs to like get some help mentally. She just seems off. I think Marilyn is doing a fantastic job of really bringing like the silently, like mentally unstable. Like she is scary.
But you hadn't any reason to leave now.
Sure I have. I want to.
Let's go dancing. Take me down to that bar.
You are a nanny.
You bother me. I can't figure you out.
I belong with you.
Oh, now look, I'm just a guy from across the court.
No. Didn't you ever have the feeling that you just let somebody walk away from you? You'd be lost.
Bro, you went to the wrong hotel room. She's like, I just met you tonight.
Every time you looked at me, I wanted to kiss you.
Oh man, no.
The night before he flew out over the ocean, he said we'd be married when he came back.
He never came back. She's like not all there.
Me now. It's Eddie.
No, Eddie, no.
What's the matter?
Punish me. He might
even what?
What? I feel like Eddie is the nicest person. What is she talking about?
I'm off now. I can wait around till they come. What are you trying to prove? You smell like a cooch dancer.
A cooch dancer. Wow.
I just forgot.
Yeah, and listen, the operator tells me you've been on the phone. Are you acting that way again? You left the water running.
No, leave it. The handle came off the faucet.
Why are you so restless?
Make you drink and go on home.
I thought you were getting better.
Please.
Why don't you ring the room and see how Bunny is?
All right, I want to.
They're gonna go up there and they're gonna see the freaking fiasco that's transpiring in their room.
I want you looking like you looked when I brought you up here.
You stop it now, all of you. You're just like my folks. You want me put away again?
Talk sense. They didn't send you to that institution. The doctors did.
Put away again? Oh my god. She's had a lot of trauma in her life.
Nobody's going to come between Philip and me. If that's what you came here for.
You got a man in there.
Did Nell just... Wait. Did she just kill her uncle? What is going on, okay? Family trauma. She was put away in an institution and the uncle thought it was okay for her to frickin' watch someone's child? What in the world?
Hello?
Bunny's asleep. What's that noise I hear?
It's a fire engine down the street.
I don't hear it in the lobby.
Well, we're on the other side of the building.
Oh, yes, I guess that's it.
Girl, I know your mama intuition is hyping up. You better go upstairs and see what's wrong. I don't want her to hurt the child. Oh, he's still alive, thank God.
I think I'd better get a doctor.
Oh, don't do that. Just got the wind knocked out of me.
You're wrong, boy. You almost got the brains bashed out of you.
What did you do? Why isn't she crying anymore? What did you do?
I'll take care of the kid until her folks get back.
All right, take care of yourself.
I begged him not to interfere.
Everybody's entitled to his own little kinks, but nothing
He
like this.
insulted me.
That's no reason for murder.
It's dangerous over the ocean. What could I say? What could I tell anybody?
Bro, just leave the apartment. Just leave the hotel room. Leave the hotel room.
Well, we'll talk about this another time.
If it's what I think it is, it's going to be the manager's business. Before I call the hotel manager, I think it only fair to ask whether you can explain.
Who are you?
I am someone who will call downstairs if I do not get an explanation.
I know clearly Nell is like the aggressor in this, but still the hotel Karen is very annoying. Like, mind your own business, hotel Karen. Please go back to your room and just do what you were doing. Read your book, okay? I don't know why her character annoys me. Like, get your nose out of my business. I'm just saying.
Where are her parents? Didn't they leave a number or anything?
No. I told you everything.
We'd like to come in just the same.
She freaking bound her.
Why don't you let us speak to the child?
I told you she's asleep in there. She's not to be disturbed.
I knew there was a man up here.
No. He came in here before. I couldn't help it.
You mean he forced his way in?
Oh my God. Butt out, you know? I get it. In this situation, she is helping. I understand that. But like in reality, like, go back to your hotel room. I'm that guy. You're in my business. You need to get out of my business.
Is this the house detective? Officer, I'm in room 809. He broke in.
Oh God. And it's gonna make him look bad. Go back to Lynn and leave. Go back to Chicago. Just go straight to Chicago. Don't even wait for Lynn.
Wait a minute. When I left you before, I went upstairs. I got to my room and...
Mrs. Ballou has found a man under the bed. You catch him, Rochelle. He should be passing here any minute.
Pat, I think you better take a look around.
She's having some sort of intuition.
We better go now.
Unless you'd like me to stay.
Emma, for once, be quiet. We're leaving.
Yes. I want you to leave me now. There's something I have to do.
Thank you, Emma's husband. Be quiet. Go to the room. I don't want her to hurt the kid though.
You don't believe me?
Just doesn't sound like you to care whether she was one way or another. Why'd you leave her?
Because comes a time in the affairs of man when he's had too many.
God, I do feel bad though. I'm sorry. I still don't appreciate Emma being all up in her business, but this woman is about to do some serious harm to this little girl. We got to get to the little girl before frickin' Nell does.
If only you'd given me a little longer. You was in love with me. We would have been married.
Look at the lighting on her. There's a soft lighting. It's very subtle, but it's coming up at her face, so it kind of gives her more of like a crazed look.
Find Pat.
Why? What's the...
Find him.
Well, then I went into the kids' room. Her toy elephant was on the floor, and she was asleep.
She wasn't asleep. She was bound.
She was on the wrong bed, and she didn't move. I've got to go back.
You sent those people around. You devil.
You're the one that's bad.
Nell?
This is not good.
What?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, someone's going out the window. Someone's going out the window. Oh, he threw her for real.
Oh, Mommy, that lady.
I know, dear. I guess we've never seen anybody like her.
She needs help. She really does need help. I thought someone was gonna straight up go out the window. I'm like, oh no.
What happened? Yeah, you better sit down. They told us she was practically cured. What do you mean? She was in an institution? 3 years. She started talking weird about Philip.
Oh my god, she looks totally gone. It's amazing. Oh god, where's she going?
Hold it right there, mister.
Not him, Pat. He's a guest. It's my niece.
She's gone.
You spotted her in the lobby? Watch her close. She's a maniac. She may be a killer.
Oh, she's gonna do something. She has a razor blade.
Mel, don't do that.
Oh, she's just trying to get her out of her mind.
How do you know my name?
Jed told me.
Who's he?
You were with him before.
So somebody else.
She is gone. Wow.
Nell!
I didn't think you were ever coming back.
Give me that now.
The fact that they conveyed that sort of darker theme of like harming oneself. Wow, that's crazy.
The man you think I am was killed in the Pacific.
46.
Nell, in 46, I was in England. I stayed there for a year after the war. What did he look like?
He had brown eyes, shiny black hair.
I'm Jed, Nell.
Jed now. He's being so compassionate and soft with her.
This is my girl. I'm in love with her.
You're not Philip.
I wasn't. No. Marilyn? Okay. Oh, if they'd just given her the chance to just shine instead of be like, well, you can be like a sex symbol, but like also be a good actor. It's possible. But like, if they had just given her a chance to like blossom into an actress, she would have taken Hollywood by storm. Like we would have remembered her in such a different way.
Philip's dead, Nell. Do you know that now?
Yeah.
Will you come with me, miss?
I really actually like the writing of Jed's character going from cynical and then really seeing that 180 at the end. That was very consistent in the writing, and I really liked that.
Jed, you care what happens to that girl, don't you?
She didn't want to hurt the kid.
You do care. Come on, I'd like to buy you that drink now.
Wow, that was quite a movie. I feel like it really did play out like a theater production almost. Wow, it was interesting. It was kind of slow, but then when everything kind of came to a head, it came to a head. Like I said earlier, I really loved the writing of Jed's character going from this sort of like cynic who doesn't really care about people or anything to, him having a lot of compassion in the case of Nell and her sort of mental instability and really just being very calm and patient with her rather than just being like a total a-hole. But I also loved at the beginning, they also hinted at him having some sort of compassion for people and not just being like a Scrooge, So I thought that was really consistent in his character. And then Marilyn, Norma Jean, the way that she really conveyed Nell, like it was very authentic. We almost kind of lost her a little bit in that role. Like she was not Marilyn Monroe. She was Norma Jean. Or she was Nell. And it was really great to see her acting chops in this role rather than like, you know, obviously the persona of Marilyn, the sex symbol that we know her as. She was just acting. And it really goes to show you that had she have had the chance to kind of have like a Scarlett Johansson moment, you know how Scarlett Johansson was like a sex kitten and now she's like a badass, like female, you know, protagonist. Had she have had the chance to be a Scarlett Johansson type thing, she would have taken Hollywood by storm and it would have blown everyone out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was fantastic. But she did have a lot of, you know, issues that weren't worked out that I wish, you know, they had more access to mental care to help her, because she would have blown everyone out of the water, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that was really good. It was short and sweet. It wasn't too long, but you really saw like the spiral of Nell's character. It was interesting that they were able to achieve that in such a short amount of time. I think they did a really good job with it. Thank you guys so much for watching it with me. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. As always, if you liked it as much as I did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to become an official MWMer, then please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to stay in the loop. If you would like to see this film's full reaction, you will find it on my Patreon. Patreon is also where I host my bi-weekly MWM live watch parties, where every other Saturday night at 5 p.m. Arizona time, we come together and we watch one classic film live via Zoom. Please head on over to that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. In the next video, we are going to be watching Cary Grant and Irene Dunne in The Awful Truth. I am so excited to watch this. You guys know how much I love Cary Grant, so cannot wait to watch it. If you have not seen The Awful Truth, then please check it out before you watch the reaction, and I have provided a link of where I bought my physical copy down in the description box below. If you have a recommendation for any classic Hollywood films, please head on over. You can reach out to me on social media on Facebook and X or Twitter at movieswithmia, and on Instagram and TikTok at movieswithmia_. And while you're on social media, why not check out my LetterBoxd account? There I have a documentation of all of the films and TV shows we have seen on the channel. It is under the handle at Mamma Mia Tiffany. And yeah, that's kind of all I have for you today. For those of you who have made it all the way to this point, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Please stay safe and healthy out there, guys, and I'll see you, boo, in the next video. Bye, everyone. We're just gonna go right into it, baby. Into the Santa. Don't Bother to Knock was released in 1952, directed by Roy Ward Baker. I have the hardest time saying my R's and W's. I don't know why. Don't Bother to Knock was an adaptation of the 1951 crime novel titled Mischief and written by Charlotte Armstrong in 1951. Did I say 1951 twice? I think I said it twice. Again. Don't Bother to Knock was an adaptation of the 1951 thriller novel crime drama. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Now, I couldn't find much information on how this film was adapted into a novel. I said that backwards. Gotta really remember to breathe and take breaths between what I'm saying. Jeez.